What's going on, everyone? I've got three big pieces of wrestling card news. Two are interrelated. One is a completely new item. And I wanted to take some time to go through them real quick because it's so important that we get some content out around this. This is massive implications across all of wrestling cards. For those of you who aren't familiar, Panini and WWE were engaged in a lawsuit earlier this year. They had just a ton of back and forth that happened, and there was a settlement. I'll put the link to the video here that I made about the settlement earlier. Everybody was kind of wondering what was going to happen. And because of that settlement, we had a number of different question marks that exist. One, would there be new cards? Two, if there were new cards, would there be new autographs? Because WWE facilitates all of that stuff. And if there's no relationship, really hard to get autographs. So first off, there was that question. Secondly, we didn't know what was going to happen beyond sort of Elite, which has been announced, or even the end of 2023. I think we're having some clarity now, and I want to get to that in these three announcements. First, we saw for the first time that signings are taking place. We had some really awesome things shared on social media. Cody Rhodes was signing his Elite cards. We've got Dakota Kai signing Elite cards. Huge implications for that alone, which means that yes, Elite is still coming. WWE is helping to facilitate those autographs, which is great news across the board. And it's looking like it's going to happen sooner rather than later. That alone is just a huge piece of news because it means that although Elite may be on the calendar, it wasn't completely done, which means that WWE did have to make the superstars available to sign more cards. And it seems like they have done that with a few of them. We see Cody Rhodes signing those Elite cards. There is hope for all those people that have Cody Rhodes outstanding cards. There's a lot of reasons probably why they haven't come yet. Could be damage, could be they need to be reprinted, could be the autographs didn't come out right. But the previous Cody Rhodes redemptions have a shot, which is just great news across the board. The second news item, which is similarly tied to the signings of Elite, Al Snow yesterday posted, as I'm recording yesterday, posted that he had Impeccable 2023 cards to sign and showed a couple versions of those cards on social media. That is probably even bigger news than what is going on with Elite, mainly because when you think about all of the things that were included in that lawsuit, we knew what the rest of the release calendar was going to look like for 2023. We knew we were getting Chronicles. We knew we were getting Impeccable. We knew we were getting Immaculate. So we didn't see anything in this lawsuit that indicated who won or who lost. And I don't know if we ever will. But seeing that Al Snow is signing Impeccable cards, meaning Panini believes that this set is going to come out, which means that there is very good chance we complete at least the 2023 calendar. So if you think about how important that is as we get into this 2024 sort of fluctuation between is Panini sticking around, is Topps coming back, seeing that Impeccable is coming is humongous news. It means that it's pretty likely that Panini is going to be able to finish out their 2023 calendar. We don't know what's going to happen in 2024 until we get to this next news item, which is we got a really good indication of two sets and how they are going to look. One of them is the UFC design for Immaculate, which I'll get to in a second. But the other one is the football design for Prism, which almost always is sort of copied and pasted for WWE. I put together a quick mock-up. Cage GFX put up a much better mock-up. I think the Prism design this year is really spot on. It's going to look incredible for WWE. I cannot wait to see how it turns out. I don't know if this set is going to happen, though. We have not gotten any indication that 2024 is going to happen for WWE. So if we are looking at this design as the template for Prism, if it happens, it's going to look great. The Immaculate design, I think, is a continuation of the way Immaculate usually looks. It's a white-dominated design with some swooping lines and stuff like that. It doesn't look all that different from what was in 2022 Immaculate, but man, 2022 Immaculate was probably one of the best wrestling sets ever created, and I thought it was absolutely incredible. if we get another run at Immaculate and this is the way it looks, not disappointed at all. It looks really good. So what I would say is, one, for all the designs that have been previewed, go look at the Prism design for football in 2023. It will be used for 2024 WWE Prism if it in fact comes out. Go look at the UFC design because that will be used for 2023 Immaculate WWE. Really confusing because of the way Panini releases their cards, but awesome previews to be able to see kind of what these cards are going to look like. From the Prism side, these legend signatures look incredible. I hope they use this design in some fashion for WWE because it looks really friggin' cool. But anyways, I think we also got an indication that they were doing double color blasts in football, which is two players from the same team on the same card. We could see something like that in WWE as well. Stay tuned for 2024 news as it happens. We have a lot to come, including the release of Leaf Metal Legends Wrestling, a bunch of other stuff. This is going to be a crazy year. Stick around, subscribe, like, comment, all the good stuff. I'll see you in 2024.